Welcome, welcome. We are live in few minutes. As always, beginning my session with a smooth, calm music for meditation. Feel free to take a seat and the session will begin in 2 minutes. Thank you so much for joining live. You can also join the stage anytime. Your presence is so valuable here. Thank you. Let's sip into this amazing music. for this long intermediate, I realized that I was having some struggle technically, but I'm here live. I put too much tabs open. Thank you again, Nick. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you also, Hermie, who support me. Thank you so much for your hot chocolate contribution. That's really valuable, Hermie. And as always, feel free to buy me a coffee to support me into my adventures. So welcome into this part 2. Sorry for the inconvenience of the long music playing on. As always, for this 12 hours marathon, I'm staying on camera. I might have camera on few times, but let's say that I will be camera off most of the time. So part 1, I was witnessing people who impacted my life and sadly spread their few months or 1 year ago, or even few weeks ago, like Jessica Harvey, Odile, Axel, and Nancy and Zebby. That was on part 1. And part 2 will be about witnessing the friends that are still alive and that impacted my journey during the last 12 plus months. I say 12 plus because some were impacting my life even more, longer than that. So as I'm witnessing, feel free to post any comment. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Dr. CK, for your backstage support. And part 2 will be from now on until probably in 80 minutes or plus, if you are interacting with me, if you are joining the stage. I might do 2 hours and then 1 hour in my GoBrunch room, Refresh Your Brain. I'm always in my GoBrunch room, which is not the case actually because I had to close some tabs. So, but I'm now checking in if I am live on LinkedIn. Normally, yes, I am live and audible on LinkedIn. Hopefully, feel free to add me any comment. So normally I'm live. I'm just checking in. Sorry. Yes. So thank you so much for bearing with me. This is an imperfect session, and I'm going to talk about friends. This part 2, about friends that impacted my life. And so, hello, Nicole. Thank you so much, Nicole and Victoria and Dr. CK and everyone. In fact, feel free to join the stage at time. I update it after each part. And it's the stage link is available through my Linktree/Frenchly. You go to Linktree/Frenchly. You have a lot of links, but the first link is join the stage. Then you click it, and you will be able to join the stage. I was having a faux départ with Melissa, Houston Wine no, Melissa Houston, no, sorry. Melissa Houston is another Melissa, but I was talking about Melissa. Yeah, Melissa, the empathic queen lady, by the way, who is celebrating also her birthday. So I was hoping she can join, but she had just like saying me hello a few minutes. So feel free to join the stage by going to Linktree/Frenchly. Part 2 will be, of course, to talk about friends that impacted my life and that are still alive, and I can still say to them, thank you, merci, obrigado, dankeschön, kiitos, teşekkür, in many languages. Arigato, grazie mille, muchas gracias, thank you, merci, mulțumesc, köszönöm, and many other thank yous in many other languages because they are alive, and I would like to say to them thank you. Of course, I might miss and forget some friends. It happens. I have hundreds and hundreds of connections in my network, but I will do my best to highlight people that I care and that are a part in my network. And although they are in different bubbles, they might not coexist each other's. They are part of my journey. And so I can quote some people along the way on the part 2. And of course, feel free to join the stage if you are live with me. Feel free also to comment, to share my session. And I might envision to do an encore, not 12 hours tomorrow, but a 3 hours tomorrow at some point. I don't know when, but maybe for people that missed the 12 hours marathon and that would like to join the stage also, because I am invited to join the stage. So, my friends, thank you so much for watching me live or replay team. Your comments are so valuable. Your questions also. It is also a refresh your brain room. Llama literally ask me anything. It's not the cousin of the dromedary, but Llama, like Serge Lama, the singer, literally ask me anything, any question related to French. So, part one, I was witnessing few words of French. One of the words was merveilleux, and I was talking about this dessert. It's called a merveilleux. This is a wonder or wonderful, and it's a pastry, too much sugar. I was eating this pastry when I was with my dad this Friday, early Friday. So right now in my side, it's already Saturday. It's near 2 a.m. and I'm going to do that until 10:40 a.m. because I was born 49 years ago at 2:40 a.m. on the 21st of June. That's why I'm doing this 12 hours marathon. I'm a bit crazy, I know, but welcome to Oli. Welcome to Crazy Oli, Ravioli. So that's my vibes. I try also to have some shifts. So as always, I was sharing also. Feel free to support me, buy me a coffee, hot chocolate, tea, whatever. But by following the link coffee.com/holidayrix, the link that you see, you can also scan the QR code. Thank you again, Ermi, for supporting me. You are true friend, true valuable in my heart. For me, that I discovered through GoBrunch. Many people discovered through GoBrunch these last months. The first one, of course, I was knowing since LinkedIn Audios, the one and only Margaret Martinez, the jam lady. And she's amazing, as many people from GoBrunch. I can also quote them along the way on part two. But at the same time, I value your live presence. I know we live. Normally, I'm audible in LinkedIn and YouTube and live. And so we have still an hour and 15 minutes together. More if I have people on stage interacting with me or comments, or feel free also to share my feed for the live audience that might join a bit later, because it's all around the world, by the way, or for the replay team that might have the courage to listen to my voice all along. Because sadly, there were not so much people on stage expressing until. This is a conversation, my friends. This is not a monologue. I would like to see it as a dialogue. So feel free to join whenever you want. I'm going to check in. Aaron is doing a session, so I don't know if he will be able to join on stage live. But I am doing my share by saying that it's cool. Oh, and thank you, Dr. CK, for supporting me. I am not checking my emails until now. I just seen your DM. So again, thank you so much. All the people that support me at the capacity that you like. It is truly not only because it's my birthday, it's my gift. I can share also some vulnerably something, because if I don't share that, who is going to know? Life is not easy. And probably since days, weeks, months, years, you have seen the Oli. Like, woohoo, hey, hello everyone. But who has seen the Oli when he's not feeling good? Who has seen the Oli in his darkest time? There is not a lot of people that I share that. And I'm going to break that. I'm going to break free. This part two will be also about karaoke song, me singing, sharing also one of the best that everyone gave to me. And because I'm streaming on LinkedIn and YouTube, and because it's YouTube, I'm not going to share the sound a bit later of this amazing video, but I'm going to sing the song. It's a song that it's a montage that he gave me really the grace, and it's the song of Montserrat Caballé and Freddie Mercury from the album Barcelona, and the title was En Sueño, in your dreams. And I'm going to sing it alone during the video. Hopefully that I can sing it properly because it's in Spanish. It's my 5th language of learning this year, but I'm not yet speaking Spanish. But mi llamo Olivier, that's in Italian. Estoy muy feliz, and I would like to have Spanish as a 5th language after French, which is my native language, Dutch, English, and Italian. So feel free to comment. Show me that you are live, that you are there to join me. We are also live on stage. Thank you, Dr. CK and Hermie, again for your coffee contributions. It's really valuable. And so, yeah, so, and also, thank you so much for your presence. So I'm going to break free. I got to break free. I got to break free. La 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 la. And share something that is really not something that many people are sharing. Life is not Instagram. Life is not Photoshop. Life is imperfect. And I'm imperfect. I was born imperfect. My last breath imperfect. And I'm going to share really something that matters. Because I can share my successes. But if I don't share my darkness, if I don't share my failures, I really don't share the full Oli that is living since near 49 years already. So 48 years, 364 days, and probably 15 hours. I'm going to have my birthday in less than 9 hours, by the way. My true birthday, I was born at 10:40 a.m. Belgium time, which is in fact 4:40 a.m. EST, but was 10:40 a.m. And the reason I'm doing this 12 hours marathon, of course I'm crazy, but it's not only to gather the most people possible, and also to encourage you to join the stage, because there is also a lot of my network that are living in Australia. New Zealand is already in Australia, probably noon, and New Zealand probably already 2 p.m. in the afternoon on Saturday. And I am already on Saturday. For countries in Africa, it's still Friday, but mostly it's Saturday. And in the US, of course, it's still Friday. But it's to gather the most people to share their voice. It's not me speaking for 5 hours, by the way. I'm not going to do that straight for 12 hours. I'm going to have breaks. That's why I envision like 90 minutes of me talking and then 90 minutes of me in my GoBrunch room or in resting mode, because I need also to rest sometimes. But I will be for 12 hours in my GoBrunch room, still for 9 hours. So the 3 hours are already gone. So it's already 20 minutes of the session. Let me know in the comments if you would like also. It's Lama time, Lama, not the cousin of the dromedary, but it's literally ask me anything about French languages. And probably I'm not going to share until part 3 or part 4 my FLECH program, FLECH, which stands for French Languages Explore, Café du Bien, and Artist. I'm good at baking some pancakes. I'm choco late, but I am late with choco. So feel free to comment. I can, of course, speak all the time. And thank you, Lisa. Also, you don't have to be on camera. I will not be on camera because it's late night and I'm also taking care about my skin. So Lisa is also another person that is really deep in my heart, although I was not attending so much her sessions. Probably because it was more like menopause and I'm not a woman. But I really value her beautiful accent from Trinidad and Tobago. I love so much the accent of people, my friends. So hearing Trinidad and Tobago accent is really like hitting some bite of chocolate. And like Switzerland or Canadian accents, I love it so much. So Lisa, thank you so much. You are also welcome to join on stage. I know that you never went on stage until now, but this is time on part 2 or later. So part 2, oops, I'm losing my headphones. Going on stage, you go to linktree/FrenchHolly, link again, and you click to join the stage. And normally the link is updated, so normally you will be able to join the stage at any time. People that are live, thank you so much. So as I was also having a content prize, Nicole have some points and Lisa will have also some points. And probably I will do an encore tomorrow, 21st of June, at some point on the day. I don't know when exactly. It will be a surprise also for you, and another opportunity for you to join if you were not able to join until now or for the next less than 9 hours. Like you have still 8 hours and 40 minutes to be on stage at some point on the part 3 and 4. Feel free to do it on the part 2 also. So Lisa, thank you so much. Feel free to also ask me any questions about French because it's ReFrench Your Brain. And feel free also to support me by buying me a coffee. Thank you again for Dr. CK and for Dr. Remy for doing that because I am going to put also a drawing on them on the encore, I think. So this is official. I will be having an encore for showing the winner that were commenting the most, asking me a question, sharing the post, and going on stage. So I'm not sure about how much points, but literally on the scale of 1 to 100, commenting is 1, sharing my post is 10, asking me a question about French is 20, 30, and being on stage, expressing your voice, even off camera, it's 50, 100. So everyone is able to win if they are commenting, sharing my post, giving me any French or language questions, or joining the stage. You can still win. There is still 8 hours and 40 minutes. Until now, I think it's Joshua only that is winning the most for the numbers of comments. But of course, if you are sharing my post, you will have more points. If you are asking me a French or language question, you will have more points. And if you are joining on stage, that's the cherry on top of the cake. You will have the maximum points. So feel free to join the stage. So 24 minutes of the session. Now I'm going to stop blah, 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 blah. Of course, not going to be silent for 70 minutes, but I'm going now to share some amazing things. People were impacting my life. And so I might forget some people. And that's why if I remember them until the encore, I might share their names until the encore. But I'm going now to envision. At any point, I'm going to disrupt my flow if you are commenting or if you are joining me on the stage. The link will be always there. Linktree/FrenchHolly. Feel free to join the stage during the next 70 or so minutes. But from now, I'm going to continue because unless I'm not going to speak blah, 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 blah for that, I'm also aware that you are live or on the replay team. And so I'm going to share incredible things. So I'm going to start with the start. To start with the start. Of course, I'm in LinkedIn since 17 years, and there are people that impacted my life 17, 15, 10, 8, 5, 3, 2, 1 year ago. I'm going to start with the start because this person, my friend, is really in my heart. And I want to honor her. Of course, there are people that doesn't like me, that doesn't like her, that cannot speak to her. It's okay. We are not there for liked. We are there for giving an echo, giving an impact into this world and improving the world. And she is doing her part, and she is really amazing. So, of course, I will quote other people. But from now, I'm going to share the first person I would like to pay tribute that is still alive. And that's really important also to checking in, to send messages to people that we love until they are spreading their wings. That's really important. That's why I was sharing on part one about people like Odile, Axel, Zabi, Nancy, and Jessica, about the fact that we don't know when they are going to leave this world. So we gotta say how much we love them before they are just hearing us from our mouth, but in the other world. So we gotta say to them, "I love you," when we are alive, and when they are alive. So the first person I would like to say thank you, thank you, is Dr. Constance Leland, aka CJ, Dr. CJ Leland. Because she's impacting dozens and hundreds of thousands of people since many years already. She's crossing my path since already 2 years, in August 2023, by the way. So it's been 2 years that she is in my journey. She's helping people even more longer than that, but she's really amazing human being, an amazing mom, an amazing pet lover. And during these 2 years, she impacted my life as she impacted many, many lives. So the first person I would like to say thank you is Dr. CJ. And I would like also to keep trace of that. So Dr. CJ, thank you so much for impacting my life. I was partaking into 2 anthologies thanks to her, and I will always be grateful about that. I'm quickly going to check because I would like also to share our amazing accomplishment through the publishing of our 2 anthologies. I think they are at their 5th anthologies right now, but I partook into 2 anthologies. So the first one was Beyond Boundaries. No, it's not this one. Of course, there are many Beyond Boundaries out there. So I'm just going to share my screen right there. And it was in January 2024, Beyond Boundaries, Thriving in Life's Gray Zone from Dr. Constance Leland, Susanna Dawn, and we were 27. We were 27 co-authors, and it's the best international bestseller. And it's really a grateful moment, by the way. Thanks to CJ. The next anthology, that was in fact their third anthology, Rebel with a Cause, with Dr. Constance Leland and Susanna Dawn. And oops, that's the notebook, by the way, but there is a book also aside that. And that was also dedicated to Jess. She was partaking as a co-author from heaven by sharing what she would like to have shared, but also a testimony about people writing how much she impacted our lives. So Dr. Constance Leland and Susanna Down, thank you so much for impacting my journey. That's my first quotes of people that are still alive, that we still have to say, we could, if we are aware, to have some check-ins and to say, hey, hello, how are you doing today? How are you feeling? And so that's also in my Café du Bien mentality. So Dr. CJ, and Leland, and Susanna Dawn, thank you so much. Another one, and that's the third one that I'm going to envision. And as always, feel free to disrupt my flow, to join the stage through Linktree/FrenchYourBrain, or to add any comments, and also to support me by buying me a coffee. I would like to also give a shout out to a third person that impacted my life. And this person is Aaron Gibson, the host of the Soul Man Live. And so I'm going now to share my screen and to share his LinkedIn profile. And at some point, I'm going, not all the streamings, not all the videos, but I'm going to share some parts of all the sessions that I was also partaking with. So it was Susanna, Aaron, Omar, Kevin, and I think it's all, but I'm not sure. So here is Aaron Gibson. He's doing right now a show, which is not really a show, but music. And I'm going to be part of the team watching the music, because one thing I would like to share, and that's really from the deep part of my heart, I was already blessed that he decided to invite me in his show. It was on the early March 2024, and he gave me grace also, because at each time on his show, he's asking people to send him some pictures and favorite song. And I was doing it, but too late. As always, my friends, I am struggling. I'm still struggling about that. I try to be more intentional, more preparing, but I am a late person. I am in the now person. So I was giving him all the pictures probably 2 or 3 hours before the show, but it was like, of course, it's not it's not reasonable to do a photo montage, video montage in 2 or 3 hours of time. So, but he gave me the grace to do it and to share the video afterwards of my chosen pictures and of my song. So I'm going now to, after sharing for Dr. CJ Lillian and Susanna Dawn and Aaron, to share his video. And bear with me, because it will require me some time to search for the video. And I'm not going to make the sound, because I'm streaming also on YouTube. I don't want YouTube to block, to ban me, or to remove my session, because I played a song of Montserrat Caballé and Felipe and Sueño that he was playing with along the pictures that I was sharing. But I'm going to sing the song anyway. So bear with me a few minutes. Feel free to comment for any while I'm searching for the video and I'm searching for the lyrics. So it will take some time, because it was last year. And of course, I posted a lot of videos recently in my LinkedIn. As always, probably once a day, but now I'm going to envision to post less and less videos to focus on my Fleche membership. But I'm going to share that more into the details on part 3 or part 4. I think I'm in the good space of finding this video. And I found already an amazing video from Marsha. So I'm going to just also... Oh, I'm going to share this for later. And then, yeah. Whoop, whoop. So while I'm searching for the video, feel free to comment anytime. I was doing so much videos. I started on the 1st of November 2021 on a daily basis, sharing my videos. I was not sharing for thousands of days that. Some days I was not doing a video, some days I was sharing 2 or 3 or 4 videos, 11 videos, like on my new language coaching session on Teachers a few weeks ago, or 11 videos like 1 or 2 days ago in Barcelona. But normally it's 1 video per day, but now I'm going to release less and less videos. It's like going to still be visible, but less on camera, by the way. So I'm seeing my old face. I don't know. Where is my gifted video from Heron? I was probably too far on time. bear with me and feel free to comment anytime. Feel free also to join the stage. I don't see anyone on stage until now, but I hope that I can. Okay, so I think I found the video. Let me know if it's. Let me see if it's this video. I think so. So I'm just going to check. This is it, and I'm going to mute the sound, and I'm going to share my screen also, and to sing the song. So I'm going now to lyrics and sueño with an N, by the way, the special N with the tilde. Lyrics, Montserrat Caballé and Freddie Mercury. So I'm just going to sing the song. If I can sing it properly, of course. And then I'm going to, as a language enthusiast, I'm going to translate it. But bear with me, I'm just going to see if I have any comments or any person on live right now, but I don't see anyone on live. So, am I still audible? Yes. Feel free to comment, my friend. We are still live for the next 60 minutes or so. So you can still join the stage. You can also comment. This is not only my session, this is our session. So during the next 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to play this video on the mute, singing the song. And hopefully that I can sing it properly, but I will post a link on the song on the comment, by the way. So again, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Nicole, for commenting until now. Feel free to comment, to ask me any question. Remember, you will have a prize for that, for doing that, for sharing my post also. And a special prize also if you are supporting me by buying me a coffee through the linktree/OliLyrics, the coffee.com/OliLyrics. And you can also join the stage at any time through linktree/FrenchYourBrain. These links are always visible. You can also scan the QR code. Thank you again, Dr. CK, and also Dr. Helmi for supporting me. And you will have a special prize for that in the encore session. From now on, I was muting the video, and I might not sing the song per se, because I don't know how. I don't remember. I was not prepping my time. I was not. Yeah, but this is the video montage of Aaron, and I'm going to. I have my, by the way. So when I'm sharing my screen, and I cannot really use also my laptop for that. So I gotta be more smart. And so I'm going to go to en sueño lyrics and to sing the song. It's in Spanish. And at some point, I will also translate it in English, by the way. So bear with me. I'm still live. You are still there, hopefully. And feel free also to comment or to join the stage. I will give you the stage in a few minutes after the song. And I am also witnessing the replay team, which will watch this on the replay few hours, days, weeks, months. I value you. Feel free to comment at any time when you are watching, whenever you are watching. Bear with me right now. I'm going to share that on mute and sing it also along the way. So bear with me. I'm choosing my tab. Where is my tab? Okay. Okay. So here is my share of the photo montage he was giving to me. An amazing video. I'm going also to post in the comments later on. En mi sueño te vi, tu luz llegaba de tan lejos, vibra en ti, suavemente me llevaba a ti. Tu voz dulcemente mi decía ven junto a mí, saber que mi sueño no está solo, alienta en ti. Tú y yo cantaros los dos. Yo sonaba en ser tu mismo mar, tu mar es puente de unión de nuestras almas. Vuelan, nos llaman al sol de la eternidad. En sueño vibra en ti, suavemente me llevaba a ti. Keep igniting and shining your light back into the world. Our Hulk and heart thanks Ollie from all of us. This was the video break montage given by Aaron Gibson, Soul Mind's Life. So thank you so much, Aaron. This incredible video montage and the music. And the music that I'm going to, in fact, the video right now, I'm going to share it right now in the comments. And how much I appreciate this amazing moment I spent with you during this session. Thank you so much, Aaron, for that. Even if it was 18 months ago, it's still deep, 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 deep in my heart. So I am going to envision comments. Let's manifest comments, let's manifest people on stage so that I'm not the only one to speak. I hope that at some point, Nick or Victoria or Dr. CK or Aaron or anyone that is watching my session, part of part 1 or part 2 or later for part 3 or 4, will be able to join me on stage and bring their voice. So right now I'm not so much focused because I'm focused on sharing on the comments the video of Aaron. So thank you, Nick. Thank you, Lisa. And Aaron. And the CK. So I was sharing it. Okay. Bear with me. Oh, sorry, I apologize. I'm still... Okay. So again, apologize. Feel free to comment anytime and go on stage. I'm a bit like, I want to be live, but at the same time, I want to thank already the comments that I was witnessing. And Lisa. And Aaron. And Dr. CK. And Victoria also. I'm going to talk about Victoria. So it's me being live, but at the same time, I'm witnessing, and also Dr. Hermie, Henry Cameron, to be precise. I'm not good at doing that live, but it's like I want to do that anyway. So how are you feeling, my friends? Let me tell you, ask you in the comments. How are you feeling today? It's really important for me to witness. How are you feeling, my friends? Okay. Okay, so that's done. And that's the link of the video. And that's the link with the lyrics that I'm going now to translate in English because it's in Spanish and sueño. And Freddie Mercury was singing it with Montserrat Caballé in Spanish. And during the album Barcelona. So feel free to join the stage at any time or comment. This is still lyrics that I'm going to... And then a few... in later in this session, I'm going to share also some other videos that are not all the videos, because like session of on 1 hour or so, but some parts of some sessions, like Aaron show or other sessions. So bear with me while I'm doing this live. So, okay, so these are the lyrics out there in the comments. And so I'm going to translate them in English. Bear with me. Lyrics in Sueño, translated in English. Let's use my Brave assistant, Brave search. Lyrics and Sueño in English. Let's do it quickly, easily, and with joy. Montserrat, Freddy, please. Okay, so in a nutshell, En mi sueño te vi is a song by Freddie Mercury featuring Matt Caballé. The lyrics translate to English as follows. In my dream, I saw you. Your light was coming from so far. Your voice penetrates me. Vibrate in you. Vibrate in me. Softly took me to you. I heard the sound. Your voice gently said to me, come, come to me, to live again, knowing that my dream is not alone. Encourage in you, you and I singing together. I dreamed of being your same sea, your sea. It's a bridge of union of our souls. They fly, they call us to the sound of eternity. And so this song is really also resonating in my heart. That was the song that I was choosing for this video montage, and that you can watch later with the sound. I'm not going to share the sound because I don't want to be blocked by YouTube, but the song was originally written by Freddie Mercury and Mike Moran as exercises in free love, a B-side to the Great Pretender single. When Freddie first met Montserrat Caballé on March 87, he presented her this piece, to which she added the lyrics that later became En Sueño. The song is notable for Freddie's use of his natural speaking voice, which is a baritone, throughout the piece. And so this song, in fact, the whole album, but especially this song with Freddie Mercury and Montserrat Caballé together, is one of the best songs that I ever heard. That's why I was really blessed to have it featured as the video montage. So right now I am live in LinkedIn and YouTube. Feel free to join me on stage, also on the restream. There is a link through Linktree/French40. We are still live for, let's say, 35 minutes. And I might be live more longer if I have people on stage or people commenting or asking me any question, because it is not only a monologue, of course, until the part 1, like 3 hours and 3 hours and 56 minutes ago, I started this marathon at 10:40 p.m. my time. Right now it's 2:36 a.m. my time. I still have 8 hours of my show marathon, but I'm not going to place the 3 hours on Restream. So normally it's like 90 minutes on Restream, Then I will be on my GoBrunch room. I'm saying all the time that I was obliged to close the tabs because it's heavy load. But most of the time I'm on my Linktree, my GoBrunch room that you can access to Linktree/FrenchFolly and going to the GoBrunch room. So I'm going to quickly show that because it's also a featured GoBrunch event. So we like also to share about some people from GoBrunch that were impacted my life. Margaret and Richard, the first. But of course, there are many, many more that are impacting my life, and I'm going to quote them also during this part 2 session. And merveilleux was the word of the day about the part 1, which is the dessert, but also wonderful, wonder, merveilleux, merveille. And I'm going to share my screen right now to show my room. This is an amazing room. That's why I'm never going back to Zoom, by the way, my friends. Of course, I am still attending some Zoom sessions from others, but I'm not anymore diving into Zoom myself. I'm now partaking in GoBrunch because it is an amazing space that I would like to also share, because what is not shared is lost, and we share because we care. And Margaret is the first one that I'm quoting after Aaron, because she was doing the jam, because mental health is so important. So also thank you, Margaret, for joining the stage, the part 2, if you like. And yeah, so bear with me, because I'm going to also quote, thank you, Dr. Constance Leyland and Susanna and Aaron and Margaret for impacting my life during so much months and years, by the way. And feel free to join the stage or comment at any time. So now, my friends, I am going to I was sharing Dr. Constance Leyland profile. I was sharing also Susanna Dawn. I don't think I was sharing her profile. So I'm going now to, after Dr. Constance Leyland, I'm going to share the profile of Dawn and of but it's difficult because I'm live and I'm trying to not overload neither my. Bear with me. I'm going to hope that I don't overload my browser. So after Dr. Constance Leland, here is the second person I would like to share visibility, is Susanna Down. And thank you so much, Susanna, for allowing me to express my voice and for being able to partake into the two anthologies, by the way. It's still late, so my 12 hours marathon, I need to refresh my brain. So I'm going now to share just a little bit. I think I shared the videos, by the way. Yes. Okay, birthday party. It would be really easy if I am focusing on what I'm doing right now. which is first to share my gratitude to Dr. Constance Leland, to Susanna Down, to Aaron Gibson, and to also Omar for the session, for Kevin Morrow also, and Margaret Martinez also. So right now, I'm going to envision to be the best facilitator for my session and to share a few minutes of the of Susanna, that hopefully, yes, I am able to access it on YouTube. So bear with me, I'm going to share now. Not going to share it more than 5 minutes, but this is my presence in her show last year. So just going to, it's 1 hour of show, by the way. I'm going to share the time. Let's say 2 or 3 minutes. And if you are willing to comment or be on stage, feel free to let me know. Because it will last only 2 to 3 minutes. I'm then going to show you the wall. Going to close some tabs is not easy, but oh my friends, if you knew how many tabs I have. Ajouter tous les onglets aux favoris. I am able also to... And I learned Italian 16 years ago. Okay, so let's share this right now. And I'm a human being, a new language coach. I love nature, poetry. I love also human connections and good food, chocolate. And that's why I show up to the world. Yet I have a buffet for you if you want. Because it's like you can pick whatever you want. You are the queen, Susanna, so you can pick the pieces of the buffet that you would like to delve within. I could talk about my childhood, my mom and my dad, my grandparents, my French teacher, my struggles when my mom got ill and then transitioned in heaven. It will be 35 years next year. And I could talk also about my cousin and my relationships with few people that was really pivotal to my journey. And then I can talk about what happened after 2016 and especially after 2019, because it was a renewal for me. So that's the buffet. With which plate, with which dish you would like to begin?
Well, you know, when it comes to a buffet, it's like a little of everything. So, so I'm going to kind of let you pick the story, because it is your story, and the beauty of being the storyteller in this is for you to lay it out the way that you want to for everybody to hear.
Thank you. So as I will talk the story. I wish you don't mind if I take some chocolate, because it's like piece after piece. I release a lot of things. So I will start about my childhood. And at the beginning, when I was born, I was not special. I was special because I was my body was having already some traumas. Some people were really amazed to know, even years and decades after they wasn't knowing, that I don't look disabled, but I am, because I don't see, I see just the light. When I do this, I see the light, and but I don't see much on my right eye. So that's the first thing. I had a lot of issues in my childhood about my body, and then my parents knew that I will be the only child, their only child. And then something that is really important that I will outline is perception. Because I was perceiving that there was something wrong with my mom, but without knowing. I was quite preserved. but even preserved, you never know. And one of my first traumas was that I was in my childhood seeing a table upside down with dishes on the ground. And my perception as a child was like, oh, there was an argument, a dispute with my mom, which was not the case. But as a child, I was thinking that. And it was really pivotal for me in my future years, how I react to the world, because I was thinking, oh, let's not create waves. Let's be shy. Let's be small. And it was perception, because it was not an argument. It was an epilepsy crisis from my mom. And I got also to live that early age at school. I was seeing a child having an epilepsy crisis, and it's like not being in control of your body. And it was like completely shaking. And for me, it was strange. And then my mom got more ill and ill, up to the point that we knew, my dad knew that it was a brain cancer. And so she lost her capacity. And then one day she transitioned. But there is also this phase, quite traumatic as a child, the before and the after. The before, when she had long hair, really dark black hair, and the after, when they cut their hair to operate her. And so it was one of the other trauma. And of course, school was not really my favorite playground, because I think as a child, I was doing the best that I could to say with my body and my attitude, like, see me, I'm here, see me, look at me. And I was playing with that until someone punished me about that reaction, because I was trying, it was a game for me, but I was seeing a door. This is it. I'm not going to share the whole session, but feel free to watch the session. At some point, I'm going also to post the comments. So anyone who join the stage, feel free, and also to comment. I'm here live. For the next, let's say, for the next 30, 40 minutes, we are still at 1 hour and 10 of the session. And of course, the part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 are lasting 3 hours. But I'm not going to put 3 hours each time on Linktree. So this is your occasion. If you like to join the stage, you can do it at some point or on part 3 in the next wave, or on part 4. But you can also join now, if you like, on stage by going to the French Holly link, Linktree/French Holly, join the stage. And you can also comment or ask me any question, because so I was telling in part 1 and part 2, this is not a monologue, it's a dialogue. It's I'm witnessing already a few people live listening to me right now, and I'm really grateful about that. So feel free to show yourself in the comments so that I can also spotlight you. And like Lisa, Nick, and on the part 1 was Catherine, and also Joshua only. So feel free to comment, to ask me any question about French. That was the first video from Susanna Dawn. And right now I'm going also the fourth person. No, the fourth was Dr. Constantine, Susanna Dawn, Aaron, and then the fourth person is Margaret. And I'm going to now share my screen to witness also the amazing presence in my journey of the one and only Margaret Martinez. Bear with me while I'm having so much tabs, by the way. I am going to clear my tabs. My friends, the lyrics is okay. I can close the lyrics tab. I'm doing some tab cleaning, by the way. Okay, where is my live? Okay, in focus, my friends. So thank you again also for Margaret Martinez, that I would like also to spotlight after Dr. Constance Leland, after Susanna, after Aaron. Here is the one and only Margaret Martinez. Thank you so much, Margaret. Okay, cool. I'm still live. Whew. With all the tabs, I'm freezing sometimes. It's not easy to go technically the challenges. So thank you, Margaret Martinez. I don't know if I'm still live online, but I think I'm going to check right now. Bear with me. Oh, la, 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 la. I have too much tabs, my friends. So I don't know if you are able to hear me because too much tabs. It's not good, too much, by the way. Whoops. Oh, thank you so much. The technology, when it works, it's amazing. So it works, but it's a bit like crazy. I don't know why it's not working as always, as I would like to make it work. But we are here. I'm going to close some tabs, by the way. So feel free to join the stage, to join the comments. I think I'm going to close a lot of tabs. Okay, so I have 36 tabs that I can close. So let me just go through that, because I am going to close the tabs. So bear with me, my friends. Tab close, tab close, tab close. Okay, hope that after that I will be able to navigate more smoothly through all my things. I have always 36,000 of tabs open. Probably not that, but it's really challenging sometimes to bear with my own vibes with all of this. And no, feel free to join the stage. As always, I was saying, feel free to join the stage. Feel free also to comment. Okay. At some point, my friends, I'm going to close this browser and to restart it. So apologize if I'm not here on live for a few instants, because I am a bit like struggling right now. And I probably need to restart my browser to make it through the night. So am I going to be able even to close my browser and to restart? I'm going to stop my share. I'm going to ask the system to work. My goodness. Okay, let's be quick, let's be effective. I don't know if I'm still live, but I'm going to close that because I am having some difficulties. So we are still live. I apologize, please. I was having a bit of struggle about my browser. It happens. So again, as I was sharing, thank you, Dr. CJ, Constance Leland, thank you, Susanna Down, thank you, Heron Gibson, thank you also, Margaret Martinez, for their presence in my journey. That's the fourth person. And feel free to join the stage at any time. Right now, for the next 20 minutes, not more, or for the part 3 or 4 of this amazing 12 hours marathon. I still have a bit less than 8 hours of show running, and it is a time for you to share your amazements, your comments, your remarks, your questions. It's also about French. And thank you also for being live. I don't know if there will be such a thing that I'm doing that 12 hours. It can a bit like crazy, but I am doing that, by the way. So Margaret is the fourth person. And then I'm going to check the fifth person will be, bear with me, I'm going just to load my videos out there. Do I have a comment? Do I have someone joining the stage? So I have already my first birthday gift from Mr. Ashish, wishing you a happy birthday. So thank you so much. And I'm going to check if I have any comments out there. Feel free also to join the stage if you are watching live, or to give any comments. So the fifth person I'm envisioning to share how she impacted my life, my journey, and I'm going to share some videos out there. Not this one, by the way, but it was last year on Christmas. I was doing an encore from the year before with Miss Marsha. So right now, yeah, so it was a long time ago, by the way. And so the fifth person, I would like to witness how she made a really a deep impact in my life. The fifth person is Miss Marsha Lobos Amaya. And of course, you can call her Martha or Marsha. I call her Marsha because it's the name that she liked the most, but you can also call her Martha. And Martha is the fifth person I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart for her amazing presence and also her mission to end homelessness. It's really a huge mission, by the way. And so I'm going to thank Marsha and adding her into the list, as she is in my heart for already many months, more than a year, by the way, because last year in 2023, Christmas 2023, we were doing the Feliz Navidad. And I'm going to now share a video of our session, hopefully. But of course, without the song at the beginning. I will just so this is done. Still managing my tabs, by the way. So this is done. This is done. I have so many tabs, by the way. So here is now a video that I'm going to share of the Feliz Navidad. Sorry for the struggle, I'm sharing it. Okay, I found the video. So, no, I didn't find the video. Where is my video? Oh my goodness. I was having my video out there, but I don't find it anymore. So, bear with me. When I play the video, so bear with me. My friends, LinkedIn is really complex at some point. So, my friends, let me also tell you how most of you are impacting my life while I'm searching for the video out there. So, I've done a lot of events lately. It's easy then to envision the Feliz Navidad. So Marsha is the 5th person. Feliz Navidad Part 2. Okay, I have it. So here are some. Here is the LinkedIn and YouTube. Okay, sorry, I'm going to just share my stream. Oh, and yes, we were a lot of people right there to celebrate Christmas. So here, I'm going to share just a little bit of that, where you see some of the video. I'm going to share 2 or 3 minutes of that. So the Feliz Navidad session that you've seen already. Yeah, you see it right there. Cool. So that's great. Going to play the video for a few minutes, by the way.
What property is, whatever that resource that you have to make a difference. And so, we've heard this many times where you say things like, take your mess and make it your message. And I think it's easy to give lip service to that, but I really took that because it really did. I got to tell you, I was in the toilet for like 2 days. I thought, wow, I am just, played with my emotions, and I allowed it to just ruminate in my mind. And I thought, and then I realized that, you know what, I'm going to take that message and I'm going to stand on it. I am an advocate. I'm going to be the best freaking advocate you all have. And that's always my intention. I mean, Jay knows I've been talking about his book before he even wanted. I've been pulling on his book, when's the book, advocating for him and his storytelling. He has transformed my relationship with my precious grandson. My precious grandson loves storytelling because of what I've learned from Jay and the storytelling and that magic. You should see him, Jay. The last time I was here, we were having story time, and this little boy was like, oh, Gams, we're going to make shadow puppets, okay? So we're having and I never even talked to him about shadow puppets. So he's acting out the story, making shadow puppets. He's jumping up and down, making all the voices. I said, oh my gosh, Jay would be so proud right now. He would be so proud. And, with Ollie, he's such an advocate for other people. Look at him. And what if somebody told him, you know what, Ollie, you're just singing. You're just singing. You're just, that doesn't really have any impact. How many times has Ollie sang to all of us on days maybe he didn't even know we were having difficult times? I know he's done it for me. And he's only sung to me a few times, right? Listen, that has impact. That makes a difference. But it's all of us playing our role. And then my beautiful sister, Miss Marcia, she is absolutely the advocate. She's the doer. She's the activist. And I've been working with her and the puppies and bringing those collaborations together, right? And Chris P., I don't know you that well, but I know that you're being an advocate and you want to be a change maker, and you you have this nonprofit, and you're sharing your resources. That's what it all comes together. So I just wanted to come up here because you all were talking about collaborations. And by the way, it does come down to finances. And I'm going to, if I can, give a shameless plug, if that's okay. It comes down to having the infrastructure and the foundation. The infrastructure is our mind. I call it our growth money mind shift. Because people talk about mindset, to me, it's not congruent. We're talking about growth, and then we're talking about set, something that's static, something that doesn't have any vibrancy. So I just really meditated on that, and I feel like it's a growth money mind shift. We have to shift our thinking. And so that's the infrastructure. And then we have to lay the foundation. My Wall of Wealth is a one-page financial plan that really, when you implement it, you will mitigate a majority, if not all, of those booby traps that normally will blindside people and will get them into that homeless situation. I have a client right now who's spending $250,000 to save her life because she didn't have the proper type of health benefits. Now, she is blessed to be in that financial situation to be able to do that. But how many of us would be able to write a check for something like that, for something that was not covered in our health insurance? How many of us have really taken the time to look and understand our health insurance, whether it's a group plan or individual? What are those gaps? What does it cover? What doesn't it cover? And by the way, having those supplements so that you have those financial resources. And if it was us, that's one thing. But what if that was your child that needed that medical help? What would you do? What would you give? What would you sell? I have clients who have sold everything to be able to get that medical treatment for their children, for their spouse. So that's what I wanted to share. There are options. You do have alternatives, and it's putting down the proper foundation. So I kind of went on a rant, but you guys got me fired up. You saw me in the chat. I was giving a lot of love to all of you in the chat. So thank you. I will humbly yield my mic for sure.
Ollie, I want to jump in real quick because she's right. First of all, being an advocate is important. This is a person who pleads on someone else's behalf. So if somebody doesn't have a voice, doesn't feel like they deserve a seat at the table, and you're that person to help them get there, I'm going to say, whoever told you that you're just an advocate, they need to go sit somewhere else. They don't belong at this table. Because if you're really understanding the word, because I'm a storytelling strategist, right? So I'm all about words. To be able to help somebody gain a voice where they need it. Being an advocate is important. Let's not forget that. I want people to understand that being an advocate is just as important as being a first responder. Seriously. Because if you're in need and your life is at stake and there's nobody there except a person who's going to advocate for you, guess what? Your life is saved. It burns me up when people say, you're just this or you're just that. You got me fired up because, man, I see what you do. I see you. And it's important. The other thing I want to talk about real quick was and just in the conversations we've just had is, yes, there are systems failing all over this country. The only time that things move is when there's a disaster. And I've seen it happen because I was part of it. I was able to get housing in a quick amount of time because the barriers to entry to get it dropped because I was in need. Because I got out of a tornado. Everybody experiences different storms in their life, and here we are quibbling about, oh, is his need greater than this person's need? And so why does it take a disaster for things to move forward? Because the need is great. Well, if we don't advocate for people who have a need, they will just sit there and wait for things to happen sometimes. And I see Marsha shaking her head because she knows she's in this, in the community, seeing it constantly happen over and over again. And you know what? Advocate is not a bad word. Look at Marsha. Marsha, are you an advocate? She's an advocate.
Yes, I am an advocate. Mm-hmm. And I'm proud of it. And my title, my degrees, my titles, and I always go back to this because when I present myself in the community, I do have to use that title, because then I'm just another person. But what happens is when I use my title, then I get a sense of more respect, I guess is the word. More like, oh, okay, and then the organization to back me up. But if I'm just calling as just me, to be honest with you, I feel like a nobody. So I'm literally just like starting from scratch, putting my name out there. But we are somebody. Leah, you're somebody. Kelly, you're somebody. Henry, you're somebody. Jay, Ollie, Chris, we're all somebody. So the problem with society, like Chris mentioned, is that many of us will stay back, will watch everything unfold. And yes, when disasters happen, because the government, and I keep going back, they don't want to seem like they're not doing anything. They will seem like they are. In some situations they will, but in some, not everybody gets the support that they need. And I've seen that, and I witnessed that in Texas. Not everyone got the support that they needed. So, Jay, thank you so much for sharing. Like, you were able to get your support immediately, or I'm not sure, I think it was a couple weeks, but there's some cases that I know that never got support. There were declined for food resources, for hotel vouchers. And I see that now. One of my members said, and I'll say this last, one of my members recently told me, he's been homeless for a number of years. He's a senior. He said, they treat us like we're just a number. Like we're just money makers for them, but they're not helping us at all. So I'll leave that there. And it's, I don't want to say it's true, but a lot of our community.
I'm not going to play the whole video. We were talking for 2 or 3 hours at that time in Christmas, but this is me sharing 3 other persons that I add in my list. The first person is the one and only Mr. J. Pasqua, the storyteller strategist. And of course, this is a title, it's fancy. He is amazing, my friend. So he's the 6th person that I would like also to shout out for his constant activism, for his stories. He is from Guam, the community that is speaking Chamorro, having great, incredible cultures in the Mariana Islands in Guam, and now he's living in US. At the same time, he is really advocating for stories to be told. They were reminding myself the quote of Maya Angelou. There is not so, I don't know by heart, but there is not so greater pain than a story that is untold. And of course, I can unfold that probably in the part 3, talking about my family. I'm going to reveal a bit myself also, talking about my family. So we are on the already 97 minutes of the show, and I don't see anyone willing to join the stage or commenting. So it's sad because I'm not going to have a 12 hours marathon without any person joining the stage or commenting. But you are welcome also to join, dear Crystal. Amazing. You are part of the comments, Crystal. That's incredible. So, Crystal, thank you for joining us also, because you are one also the person I would like to witness. I was already writing my list, but I will add you because you are there to support a lot of people in your community, dear Crystal. So you will be quoted also. So the first person was Dr. Constance Leland, the second person, Susanna Dawn, the third, Aaron, the fourth, Margaret Martinez, the fifth, Marsha, and then the sixth, the seventh, and the eighth would be J Pasqua, Leah Garcia, and Kelly Price. And the 9 is Crystal. So here you see J Pasqua profile. Ooh, Crystal on stage. You are quick, my lady. Thank you so much for joining. I'm dropping all to welcome you. So bear with me, stop my share, and welcome Crystal on stage. Cool. Here is the one and
Hello.
only Crystal Behe.
Happy birthday,
Hello.
honey.
Thank you so much.
I can't hear you for some reason all of a sudden. No idea why.
Oh, I
Give
don't know. I can hear myself.
me 1 second.
Yeah. La
I'm
la la la. Going to sing to see if I can be
gonna log out and
heard.
come back in, okay?
Okay, super. So she will come back. So Crystal, you won a prize because you came on stage. You are, Crystal, the first person joining the stage, by the way. Melissa was at 2 tips to Melissa Weinmiller, what was at most of being on stage. But Crystal, you are the true first person to be on stage. So I'm disrupting all my flow to welcome you. And I might have a 2-hour session instead of a 90 minutes. I can also envision 3 hours, by the way, session on Restream. So Crystal will be back, hopefully. I'm going to refresh myself. I need some water, my friends. Replenish my body cycle by drinking water. That's important. So a few minutes ago, I was sharing, at the beginning, I was sharing Aaron Photomontage and the lyrics of Ensueño. I was also sharing a few people that impacted my life during the last 12 plus months. I was showing also a video of my Feliz Navidad session, and with Marsha, Jay, Kelly Price, and Leah Garcia. And now we have Crystal Phoenix on stage. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you
I think
hear
I'm gonna
me
have to
right
try on my
now?
computer. I just
Okay.
wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I just got home from work and I wanted to say I love you.
Oh, thank
I
you.
hope you can hear me. I can't
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
So
Oh, of
I
course I
love
can
you.
hear you.
I will try on my computer in a few minutes. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Sorry.
It's okay. You tried, and for that, you have already hold my heart, my friend Crystal. So I was sharing J Pasqua. Let me share again. So, Mr. J Pasqua, incredible storyteller, and friend, and frère. Frère is the second word of French. I'm going to tell you F-R-E-R-E, but the first E is with accent grave. Accent aigu is E, accent grave is E, frère. F-R-E, accent grave, R-E, which is brother, by the way. So, after Mr. J, I'm going also to share Leah, Kelly, and Crystal. So I have already Leah in my screen. You are the person number 7 in my list that impacted my journey. And you are such an amazing angel. I was watching the video. It was like so much time ago, like 18 months ago already. Or 8 months ago, sorry. On the Feliz Navidad session on December 2024. And sharing the video where we were able to hear Leah and hear Jay and hear Marsha. So thank you, Leah. And then the 8th person in my list of gratitude is living in Sydney, Australia, New Gal. So Kelly Price, it's already early morning. So thank you, Kelly. Maybe I will envision to see you on stage, maybe, who knows, for this part or the part 3 or the part 4, who knows. And then the next one on my list is Crystal Behe. Bear with me. And so this is the 9th person on my list I would like to thank also for being present in my journey. So feel free to connect with all these persons. Dr. CJ Constance Leland, Susanna Down, Aaron Gibson, Margaret Martinez, Marta Lobos Amaya, Mr. J. Pasqua, Leah Garcia, Kelly Price, or Crystal Behe. I will add some other people in the list, probably more in part 3, because I'm going to now focus on imagining that Crystal can join us and hear me. And feel free also to join the stage at any time. I will pop again the linktree/FrenchRolly. And also feel free to buy me a coffee to support me. Again, thank you, Dr. Hermie and Dr. CK for your share, for your gift of some bites of chocolate. And feel free to support me into these adventures. I am supporting others since a bit more than 2 years right now through LinkedIn audio and LinkedIn videos. So let's collaborate. Let's collaborate to amplify our voices. And I am doing restreams for bringing your voice. So I was sharing also the video of Feliz Navidad with Marsha and Leah and Jay. And we need to be supporting each other. We cannot really live our own. So right now, while I'm waiting, hopefully, Miss Crystal be here to join the stage. I'm going back to see if I have any DM, any comments, and also to share the blessings. And to see also if I have any question from you. I can be doing the extra mile, by the way. And so how are you feeling, my friends, if you are watching me, listening to me? I'm still live. And I'm going to stop my share right now. I'm having still a lot of struggles with my technology. Apologize for that. Okay. So my friends, I am live again. Sorry for that. Sometimes my tabs are open and it's not easy. So I was witnessing 3 amazing persons. I'm still sharing my screen. I don't know. But we are still live. We are still live. So let me know in the comments how are you feeling. Feel free also to join the stage, linktree/FrenchFolly. And yeah. So just going to again also witnessing the blessings to be connected with Jay, Pasqua, Leah Garcia, Kelly Price, and Marsha. No, this is my friends. I cannot do that at the same time as speaking right now with you. So that's it. That. And of course, Crystal. So for their presence in my journey. So that's it. That's my share. And so we are still live. And we are waiting for you, Miss Crystal. I'm waiting for you. And so the show will go on and on and on. And I'm going to envision, while I'm waiting for Crystal, to share other persons that were impacting my life during the last 12 months. And so I'm going to add the 10th person. Ooh, the 10th person. Bear with me. Okay, I am live. So I'm now going to share the 10th person that I'm going to share is Mr. Kevin Morrow. And I was doing a session with him last year. Can I still have this on my show? He was doing his Mr. Mingle show. But I don't see my show. I don't see my session. Okay, I think I see it. Do I see it? Okay, I see it. So I'm going. It was like 1 hour session. I think I'm not going to share the wall, but as we are waiting for Crystal, I'm going also to share the 10th person is Kevin Morrow, and I'm going to share his profile so that you are able to connect with him. Kevin Morrow, alias Mr. Mingle. And so I am sharing my screen right now. And of course, feel free to disrupt my flow while I am waiting for Crystal. Feel free to comment and feel free to join the stage by going to the link tree. So here is a profile of Mr. Kevin Morrow. I see the comment right now. This is my comment, by the way. So I'm not going to quote my own comment to pay gratitude to all the people. I've already done that. So here is the profile of Kevin Morrow. Feel free to connect with him. And until I'm witnessing the presence of Crystal on stage, I'm going to play the video of his show of last year and share my screen right now.
Replay also,
and I'm going to play a few minutes of the video, by the way. So here is the video.
The Greek singer, the
I'm
long
going to play
hair
it, hopefully.
with the
Okay,
glasses
I need
also.
to mute this.
And my mom without any hair. So, and that in itself caused me a lot of trauma. But of course, the illness of my mom that was not able to move properly. So, but from now, I'm going to stop right now. And if you have any question, Kevin or the audience, feel free.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Oli. And yeah, it made me think, about that French expression, gueule cassée. And I feel like Jason mentioned, we are all imperfect in one way or another. And some of us are physically, visibly imperfect, whatever perfect might mean. And that's the thing. So I am absolutely in the same boat as you are. I was born with many defects, physical defects, and I had to go through life starting with that kind of handicap. But still, we are able to create beautiful lives for ourselves. And if the outer shell is not as shiny and smooth as others, well, we can dig deeper and make our inner shell shine much stronger, and really focus on what's in the inside and grow from the inside out. So I feel like that kind of starting life might feel extremely frustrating and come with a lot of hardships and challenges and trials. And at the same time, it gives you a wonderful opportunity to focus on what matters the most. Exactly as you mentioned, the hurt and the guts, and really digging deeper and kind of making up for the physical unsmoothness in a way. So yeah, I totally relate with you. I had my own many challenges on that side with eyes, but other ones. So, and I'm sure many others have had that. And I see Mike and Dee just joined. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate your presence and your support. And so we have a question from Jane. So our first question. So guys in the audience, feel free to ask any questions you would like. So first one will be from Jane, and I'm so happy you asked that one, because it's one I usually plan to have if we have enough time, and usually I never reach that one. so I'm so glad that I get to answer that one for once. So Oli, what would you say to your younger self, to your younger Sid?
Well, thank you first for this question, because it's a question that I like so much to ask to others. And for me, and I take a breath because I know I'm more embarking my body when I think about that. The message that I would like to say to my younger self is the message, in fact, that I received a bit too late, but it was needed at that time in 2016 or 17. The message is, you are not alone. You might have struggles, a lot of challenges, a lot of things that you don't understand what happens to you, and if you are going to overcome. Yet there are a lot of human beings and souls, I insist on that, that loves you as you are, and including your future self. Your future self is loving you for the fact that you are already alive and that you do the best that you can at each given moment. The best that you can at each given moment. And that another message that I will say is, ask for help. Express your voice, ask for help. Because I can let the anecdote sink in later on, but at that time when I was 8, 10, 12, 15 years old, I was not seeking for help. I was totally collapsed in my shell and not expressing my voice. And it took me probably 20 plus years to really express my voice and my needs. So that will be two parts of the message, that there are people that loves you as you are, and ask for help. That's it.
I love that one so much. And yeah, asking for help, it's such a huge one, and it doesn't come easy to so many people. There are many people very resistant to that for a number of reasons. So thank you. It's a beautiful, beautiful share, beautiful advice. And it absolutely resonates with what Jason said a little earlier, that when we misfits gather together, to learn and grow together, incredible things happen. And that is so very true. And when we help each other, that magic literally happen. And I'd love to know, so it will be my third question. How did you uplift your life by surrounding yourself with positive friends? And I feel it's all linked, having the right people to help you, to reach out for help, the right people to learn from, to teach to. So who are them and how did you do that?
Well, thank you for this question. And I think that I'm still learning. I'm not yet Yoda, I'm still a young Padawan on that, because I'm really learning. It's not a checkbox. It's something that I have to practice again and again, daily, weekly, monthly, to really ground myself in that. So it's the first part is to choose wisely the persons that you are surrounding with. And it doesn't mean that they are bad persons. Of course, there are bad persons in the world, but somehow there are also good people in this world, but they are not really matching your energy, your skills, your competence, your desire. So for me, it's also to say, okay, selection, boundaries, for being surrounded by the people that uplift you. That doesn't mean that when I refuse, when I rebuke a person to come into my surroundings, that the person is bad. It's because the person doesn't have the energy that I connect with, or doesn't have the proper mindset. Because it's like also surrounding you with someone that is really rooted in the 9 to 5. I'm not going to ask advice to this kind of person if I want to grow myself in my entrepreneurial journey. I need to surround myself with entrepreneurs. That's the same, it's like when I care for my health, I will seek a person who is holistically embracing health. not allopathically, you know, the doctor that, okay, take your pill and make a band-aid, you know. That's why choosing the right people is important. And also to have tapping in other currencies, because the thing that I really learned recently, and I'm still learning because it's an ongoing process, is that, of course, there is the currency of money. You know, every work deserves salary, of course. But at the same time, there is also the currency of time, the currency of collaboration, the currency of visibility, of exchange of service. Like, okay, you help me with that, and in exchange, I do that for you. And that's other currencies that I would like to tap more in order to receive. Because, of course, with our life, there are people that are struggling financially, that give money, and at the end they are depleted. And but in order to receive, it's also to realize that I am part of the universe. That it's not only saying for me to give money in order to receive, but also to allow me to receive help when someone could help me to grow. And that's why I decided to join the community, like the Hounds of Business from Mike. And that's why I met you. And that's why I connect with other people. It's to be on the same boat, the boat that is empowering other boats, not the Titanic, not the people that are sinking up down, because I see a lot of people that are uplifting themselves, but in lowering others. I see the metaphor of lotus flowers amazingly. We are all lotus flowers. Some of us are struggling to get out of the mud, but the lotus flowers are more empowered when they are all together and helping each other. Like the currency of love, the currency of time. Time is a currency that is not guaranteed. Hopefully, I can live 44 years, but we never know. I can also leave this world in 44 days. So it's okay. Each day at a time, what can I do to be of service? So that's my answer, and feel free to ask me other questions. I'm here to serve you.
Thank you so much for your answer. We have beautiful comments and feedback from what you just said, and I would love to welcome warmly Sindal and Christine. So unfortunately, guys, if you're on your phone, we can't see your comments, but we will see your comments later on, but we can't see it live.
So that was it. I'm not going to share the whole video because we were speaking a lot, but you know what? Universe is such amazing. I decided to play a few parts of this video, and now I am even more resonating right now what I've said many months ago last year on Kevin's shows. And so if you are live, feel free to drop me any comments. I think I'm on the end of the session. Normally, I would say 90 minutes of the show, and then 90 minutes of rest in my GoBrunch room. But Crystal was being a good promise of joining the stage. So I don't see Crystal yet join the stage. We are on the already 2 hours and 6 minutes of the session, and in 54 minutes the part 3 will already begin. So again, in my list, thank you, Kevin. I'm going also to share my screen to share also after Kevin, who is the 10th person that I would like to acknowledge his impact and presence in my journey. I would like also to spotlight Mr. Homar, I think in part 3, I'm going to share a video of, about that. But Omar, thank you. You are the 11th person of my list. And then, of course, also an incredible person, Jane Luong, incredible person to follow. So feel free and be kind. Yes, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And I love so much her tagline to Maya Angelou. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. And a few weeks ago, someone told me, no, this is not Maya Angelou's quote. I don't know. But I still relate to that quote. And that it's from Maya Angelou. So now I'm going to stop my share. And how to stop my share? By clicking this stop screen sharing. So my friends, I'm still waiting for Amazing Crystal, but I'm going to envision that you are willing to comment right now or to join the stage. My friends, it's already 3:48 a.m. in my time, and part 3 will begin at 4:44 a.m. So in less than an hour, by the way. And I am really blessed to have done that, because anyway, I will do that even if there is no one. I'm doing that, by the way. So I am now going let's see if I can share this video. I have a video that is really amazing, but I don't know. Yeah, this one. That was amazing. So that's also an amazing moment. Like, was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before. 18 months ago, was partaking in. I'm going to also to list this person and share the screen. Dear Noni Pepperoni, aka Noni Verani. And so I was partaking into the Happy New Year of different languages. And it was a montage with all the people, with all the languages. And I was doing that, so it was on Christmas. And I was doing that with my dad. Me and my dad together, wishing Happy New Year. I'm going to share also this video out there. Which is the video? I don't. Is it this video? No. No, that's no, that's not the video. I'm going to share yeah, that's the video. Here is the video. So look at that. Are you ready? Are you ready? Deux, un. Bonne année! Deux, un. Bonne année! Deux, un. Bonne année! Deux. So that was me and my dad. I played 3 times because it was quite short, saying Happy New Year's in French, Bonne année. So on part 1, the word was merveilleux. And on part 2, I was also noticing how, because Kevin Moreau is also speaking French, gueule cassée. I wonder, because I'm not sure, but I'm going to drop these words also in the comments later on. So, merveilleux, gueule cassée. I'm thinking also about another word, but there is bonne année, which is Happy New Year. And like Feliz Navidad. No, that's for Christmas, but Feliz Año Nuevo, or Felice Capodanno in Italian, gelukkig nieuwjaardag. I think it's birthday, but there's gelukkig jaar, good year. And yeah, so I am now going. Okay, I'm just going to now share my screen for the 13%. So I was quoting Dr. C.J. Leyland, Susanna Dawn, Aaron Gibson, Margaret Martinez, Martha Lobos Amaya, Jay Pascual, Leah Garcia, Kelly Price, Crystal Behe, Kevin Moreau, Omar M, Jane Wong, and then the 13th person, it might give her luck, by the way, is Noni Virani. And I'm going to share my screen right now. I'm mindful it's 2 hours and 30 minutes in the session, but at the same time, I can do it until the 3rd hour if I choose so. So here is Noni Virani, Noni Pepperoni. Where is my... I'm still struggling with my tabs, but Noni Virani, that is online. Incredible. And so feel free to join the stage at any point in Noni. So Noni Virani, incredible person, by the way. Oops, I don't need to share that post, but you know, I'm saying her that to her that she can join the stage. And yeah, so for me, I'm supporting myself when I'm supporting others. So until now, it's not easy. Sometimes I succeed to do that on my own, but most of the time I don't. I support others and they are supporting me. I am advocating for others and they are advocating for me. So still going to have a lot of time. Hopefully that people can join. It's near 4 a.m. my time right now, and there is still 6 hours and 45 minutes of me on my marathon. So we are, I think, being in the half part, and there will be an encore tomorrow, but not 12 hours, like 2 or 3 hours maximum for people that missed the first wave and would like to repeat it. So, as always, I am live and on stage. And I still wait for Crystal, but I'm hoping that she can join me. Feel free to join the stage, Mr. J. Oops. What is this? Okay, I am still... Okay, so this is... sharing the blessings to have also... to have also still to have also Crystal, Kevin, Omar, Jane, and Noni. So, feel free to join the stage now or on part 3. So I am still alive, and I am still alive, and I am blessed again to see people join the stage. There is a French 40, Linktree/French 40, and also amazing people supporting me, buying me a coffee, coffee.com/OliLyrics. Thank you, Dr. Hermy. Thank you, Dr. CK, and everyone who will support me in my adventures by buying me a coffee, a hot chocolate, or whatever. And this is my birthday in exactly 8 hours and 42 minutes. No, 6 hours. 6 hours and 42 minutes at 10:40 a.m. in my time. And right now it's 4 a.m. And so feel free to join the stage. I am still having my part 2, and I think I'm going to make it full this time. So let me know in the comments, how are you feeling, my friends? How are you feeling today? That's an important question. That's a crucial question. And so I was sharing the part 1, and on the part 2, some videos with me and Susanna, videos of me and Kevin, and also the Feliz Navidad video with me and Marsha on last Christmas, welcoming also incredible energies like Jay Pasqua, Lea Garcia, and Marsha Lobosomaya. And yeah, so I was sharing, it was reminding me that it's also helpful to watch again these sessions. Really food for thought. And I honor people that partake in that, because they are giving me and us their times as people watching live, whether it's few minutes or 30 minutes or 1 hour like Joshua only. It's the time that it will never go back to their lives. And I'm here to support people. I'm here to do my best to bring the voice. So at any point, feel free also to join the stage, to collaborate with me, to amplify your voice, to share your story. And early this year, I was also doing this amazing 10 weeks marathon for the 10 chapters of the book of Mr. Jay Pasqua. And the rules of engagement in storytelling. And I'm blessed to have done that. And I'm going to make a book club launch on the 22nd of June. And of course, as always, I'm doing it late. I'm promoting late. So if I'm the only one on stage to do that, it will be open for the public for free with donation based. Feel free to donate if you want, else it's for free. But it's a book club from the book of The Science of Change from Dr. Richard Boyatis. And I'm starting on the 22nd of June, like this Sunday. So feel free to join the stage, to comment whenever you want, right now or in part 3. I'm not resting until probably late today in 12 hours, or I don't know. But I am in my 12 hours marathon. So I'm here also to amplify your voice. If you don't join the stage, it's not a blaming thing. You know, we have amazing priorities in our life. And probably I was not promoting that in advance, but I'm doing it. I'm showing up, and I am there for you to amplify your voice. So if you are live, feel free to comment so that I can show your comments. Feel free to support me. Feel free to join the stage, to bring your voice. And so that's why I was doing already since 2 years, in fact, end of 2023, and already also doing some live events on videos before, but on LinkedIn audio since already 2 years, I'm doing that also to amplify your voice. So we gotta collaborate together. We are different, but at the same time, it's joining our energies to bring the world in a better place. So I noticed that I was already talking about the list of people that impacted my life, and I wonder why don't I place this person already a lot in advance in this list, but I'm going to share it right now. This is really something that is, for me, now that I think about this person, she impacted since many, many years, dozens and hundreds and thousands, and probably tens of thousands of people during the last 12, 14 years. And I'm going to now present you in the screen the fourth 14 person in the list, in my list. After Dr. C.J. Constantine, after Susanna Dawn, Aaron Gibson, Margaret Martinez, Marsha Lobos Amaya, Jay Pasqua, Leah Garcia, Kelly Price, Crystal Behe, Kevin Moreau, Omar M., Jen Luong, Noni Pepperoni, and the 14th person in my list is someone that is really dear to my heart. This person is Rachel Palling. And I'm going to share a video right now of we were on CITRES. It is my third edition. She is doing it already 9 times, and next year in 2026 it will be the 10th anniversary. I was joining the 23, 24, and 25 edition, and it happened in May of this year, like really a month ago, 21st to 23rd May. And financially, it was really difficult. My friends, I'm struggling financially. That's something that I would like to share. Of course, we are all struggling in our lives, but if we don't share our darkness, how could others notice that there is other things that our light? Because we need also to share our light, but we need also to share when we are struggling, when we are in our darkness. But because most of the time I don't share that I'm in my darkness, aside few person. And one person, I think it was Jane Luong, was sharing really something important. A video from really the famous the Mr. Y guy, Simon Sinek, that was telling about a friend that was struggling, and she came into a code because normally, like, we send a message hoping that the person is in our mind, knowing that we are struggling. But there is a quote now that I'm going to use more often for people that I'm going to join to send messages. Do you have 8 minutes? Do you have 8 minutes in your time today or tomorrow to talk to me? That's a quote that says, I am struggling. Can you help me? Because if we cannot be in a place where we are able to ask for help, how could others know that we need help? So right now I'm going to share a video of me filming Rachel during the New Language Conference in CITRES. And bear with me because I am navigating into tabs. I wonder if... Okay, this is not the video I was going to share. I apologize for that. I am now going to check my videos because I made some videos during the Neuro Language conference in Sitges. And so this video, one of the video I'm going to share right now. Okay, so let me check. Where am I? Okay, am I here? I'm sharing the video by the way right now, if I can find my tab. Okay, so sharing this tab. And so this is the video I'm going to share right now with you. Rachel and Les, amazing to see you right there. What is your impression for this first day?
First day is incredible. The people are amazing. The talks are amazing. The participants are amazing.
Cool. And look at that. They are dancing out there. It's amazing. Thank you for organizing that. Yeah. So what is the word of the day in Spanish for you?
My word of the day in Spanish. Alegría, alegría, alegría.
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 That rhymes with sangria.
That rhymes with sangria.
Yeah. And you, Les, what is the word of the day for you?
I want to put two words together. Fuerte. Pregunta.
Wow.
Question.
Powerful question. Yeah.
Power of question and of silence also. Incredible. So this is the seventh video. This is the seventh video, and I have still probably 15 videos to film for making my challenge coming true. So wish me good luck for that.
Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you. So that was the video I was filming. I was not filming 22 videos, by the way. It was quite too much presumptuous for me, but I was filming a lot of videos with Rachel and Les. I still have to release my podcast, by the way. I was having a podcast live with Mr. Les on the 23rd of May, so I'm still having to produce that. But this is really alegría. We need more joy into this world. We need, of course, to talk about the problems about this world. We need to talk about what matters to us. But at the same time, we cannot be really in full darkness all the time. We need joy. We need to celebrate the life. So the power of questions also. So alegría and first of the questions. Power of questions is really important. So Rachel, you are the 13th person in my list. And then of course, as time goes by, there is also less that I'm going to make visible. So this is still part 2, my friends. And I would like also to celebrate the blessings to have in my journey. Mr. Les Ryan Johnson. And so here it is. Here he is. Sorry. And of course, he's speaking Chinese, Mandarin. And he is the author of the book Fearlessly Fluent First that I bought in Sitges 1 month ago. He is my friend, also impacting my life so much. So thank you again, Mr. Les. So we are on the 2 hours and 32 minutes, my friends. Wow. Holy moly. So that means that anyway, I'm going to end this session in less than 28 minutes. But I think I'm going to end it right now. I don't see Crystal joining on stage, so hope she can join on the part 3. Else it will be like maybe in the encore. So that's it. I'm going to close this by again showing, as always, I'm doing into the session the Little Prince theme of Collorio. So on part 3, I'm going to talk about my family, my story. I'm not going to talk again because there are videos like Susanna Long, Kevin Morrow, Omar M, and also Aaron Gibson about my life. But here is now going to end this session right now. And Crystal, feel free to join on stage whenever you want on the part 3. That will start in 27 minutes right now. Sharing my screen and ending the session in a few minutes. Keep shining, everyone. Going to close the room. See you in 25 minutes for the part 3. And thank you so much for the replay team. You are so brave to listen to me until the end. Wow. But I'm really blessed to have amazing friends around me. Friends I met face to face and friends that I met online.